some people log on, but I think we're on. Hey, we're live.
Hi, live.
Hi, love. We're live.
Hi, love.
Hi, everyone. Alexa Roan here.
I'm Mark Hi, love.
And this is Healthy Habits. So one of our unhealthy habits as content creators is we didn't plan ahead enough to have an episode ready this week, but we didn't want to leave you high, dry, and unmoist. So we thought, hey, why not amuse ourselves by going live and doing this the quick and easy way, no edits, all the rambling.
Yeah, we wouldn't want to leave you if you were high and moist either. I mean, you know.
And we're trying a new, the new thing is not the cheesy jokes. We are full of those. We're trying a new thing today where we actually plan what we're going to talk about. So we'll see how that goes.
We're cutting edge over here at the High Love Vitality headquarters.
True story.
Yeah.
All right, so today we're talking about something that's near and dear both of our hearts. It's reducing waste by using reusable items. So some of these are going to go, duh, Alexa, and we'll just guilt you a little bit for doing things like forgetting your shopping bags, and others we might surprise you. We might gross you out. Who knows? We might even pick a few that are completely inappropriate for you.
Ooh, I want to gross people out.
I know, same. So let's get started. If you see us looking down, we have a list. We planned that well today.
I'm working on grossing people out while wiping my nose.
Now we can't edit that out. Super good. Love you.
Live stream.
Picking noses. All right.
Anyways,
so let's
what's
start.
the first thing on our list?
So the first thing on our list is something that I absolutely love, and it's something that you will find in the trash, disposed of, not really recyclable, constantly. You use one almost every day. You definitely use them at the bank. You might even steal yours from the bank, and that is a pen. Boom, boom.
Woo.
So these are reusable fountain pens. They're about $20 on Amazon, and instead of every time I run out of a pen having to throw this one away and get a new one, I just refill them. So I keep, this ink is fun. It's green and has gold glitter in it. Or if you use a paper you don't want to bleed through, you can get a light gray. These are nice, maybe $20 for the ink. And this is going to last me forever. I can't even tell you how many times I have filled up this pen and my ink is only to here. So this,
plus, ladies and gentlemen and non-binary folk, so classy, right? I mean, she's that fountain pen, and like, did we get a load of how gorgeous this is? Your lovely hand model.
Hairiest hand model I've ever seen. If you're interested, let me know. I will throw
lovely. I got some ink on my finger. Oh wait, that's upside down.
You didn't even match up the right colors. So
right,
that's one great way to keep from throwing away pen after pen after pen. If you write a lot, this is a nib fountain pen, which is great for your hands. They also do refillable normal ones, and really all you do is, I do it right now, unscrew it, fill it back up, and keep right on writing. Plus, people at the bank think you're super cool, and they might even try to steal your pen. All right, what is next? I cannot read your handwriting.
What else is new? I could be a doctor. Well, there's Deepika.
Oh, something that goes inside my lady hole.
Yeah.
So this is might be where you get a little grossed out because you're like, Alexa, don't put that on camera. This is my fancy little case. And this is what's known as a moon cup, a diva cup, a lunette cup, a luna cup. I think those last ones are all brand names, but it's basically a moon cup. It's a medical grade silicone lead that you put it all the way up in your and it collects all of your blood. So instead of having to pay the peak tax by tampons, put God knows what up your vagina, you use this every time. It doesn't leak as much. Super sealing.
Astronauts use them.
Yes, they're amazing. Then you just dump them out, rinse
not
them
just
out.
for hippies.
Yeah, not just for hippies. Dump them out, rinse them out.
Also these things, they don't contribute, do they? What about like the whole dioxin bleach, like toxic, blah, don't do that. Don't put toxic bleach stuff up inside of your sacred
scary stuff. So
body
if
part.
you are using tampons, you can find them organic now from companies like Thinx, but they're often bleached, and then you're putting dioxins and toxins and crazy things that is leaching in through the most vascular part of your body. So think about what you're putting up your vagina, especially if you've had too much to drink, or you end up with a clown. And yeah, so consider there's a Diva cup, Moon cup, whatever you want to call it. These are great. They can also help because they put some pressure on the outer walls of your lady hole. They can help with cramps. They can also make you feel like you have to poop, but it just depends on your anatomy. This is
just nodding because I'm just going along with
it. You don't have a lot to contribute to this particular section. No. He'll get us on the next one. So these are sea sponges. This is another option if you're comfortable putting a small sea creature up your vagina. These can work great for a light day. You moisten them slightly, put them up there. They work kind of like a... Why am I looking at you for the answer? Like a medical sponge. You can have intercourse with like the small one in if you're just spotting to keep from making a horrendous mess. It won't get lost. If you're concerned about losing it, you can tie a piece of thread through it and like pull them out. All right. Next up, we're done talking about my vagina.
Although while we're on the subject of vaginas and menstrual periods, cramp bark, super awesome for cramps. If you get cramps, cramp bark is really, really, really helpful. Great.
You can find it just by the name Cramp.
Yeah. Ask.
Yep. Yeah. All right. There you
Ask a lady. Napkins. Oh my God. People totally just like use paper napkins at home all the time and just throw those things away. Why would you do that? These are so much classier. I'm a classy guy.
You can get these at a thrift store. Super cheap. You can just use...
Pretty sure these came from a thrift store.
Any fabric you can find. What about these other fancy ones?
Oh, this is
We use these at our house.
We usually use
bandanas.
We use bandanas for everything,
including Thanksgiving. We look classy AF with our bandana napkins. Works for us every time.
They're great. They're great because you can wipe your face with them. You can use them as a washcloth. You can use them to keep your face warm when you're on a motorcycle.
So many uses. Just don't do like one after the other. If you're using it on your
nose in them. You can, yeah, and you can wear them as like a bandit mask for Halloween.
So many options.
Yeah, if you don't have a bandana and you need a bandana, you can hit us up and we will hook you up.
We have tons. But if everyone takes us up on that, we might not have tons. But that's okay.
That's okay. I wasn't going to give them away. I was going to sell them to the people. But you can just go to the store and buy them. They're really cheap.
Ever the entrepreneur. All right. Moving on gracefully. So how many of you go through paper towels at your house like all the time? You always have paper towels on hand. You use them for whatever you spill, for drying things, washing your hands. Y'all.
People do that?
Yeah, they do that.
That's crazy.
Do that. I mean, if you feel bad about like leaving your reusable bags at home, how do you not feel bad about using paper towels all the time? I mean, I
use them sometimes.
I use them on cat barf. And then we use the unbleached kind so that we can just compost them because, you know, I don't need that much cat barf. Well, not that there's that much in our house. Like, I don't need cat barf just like sitting around in a napkin waiting to be washed. So cat barf is that's my hard stop for using paper towels.
I mean, I'd say we go through like maybe a couple rolls a year.
Yeah, maybe every couple months we use one up.
But we don't use them for very much. We don't use them for the cleaning. For washing windows, I use microfiber towels.
That works better. Get those cheap. Yeah, so consider that. Use a towel in your kitchen because I've been to houses where you don't have a hand towel or a dishes towel. Come on. I mean, yes, you can let God dry them or whoever. Let them drip dry, but y'all, you can get those at the flea market too, or the
towels are awesome.
Thrift store, or ask your mom or your grandma like knit you
99 cent. Ben Franklin, like whatever, like the dollar store towels are really cheap. Costco or
worth it.
Or whatever place all over the world. They say wherever you're buying your paper towels, they sell cloth towels. Yes. Buy them there.
Spoken like a true wise old man. Not old, sorry.
I'm gonna leave that there. Anyways, look, right as I was about to take a drink out of my reusable water bottle that I've been using for this water bottle for like 15 years or something.
Pretty impressive.
This one is actually from the first load of Clean Canteen brand water bottles, which they were like the first stainless steel. They were the ones that like really popularized it.
Yeah, also tends to get the temperature of the atmosphere. So if you're out at a festival or something, I love Swell. They are the double insulated. This will keep something hot enough to burn your mouth for hours and super, super cold. I also well, I like this one to travel. I prefer to drink out of glass. So at the house, I have this from Symbluology. It's a blue cobalt glass water bottle. You just pop the top. And this is fun in Hawaiian folklore, I think it is. They believe that if you leave water out in cobalt blue glass in the sun for an hour, it blesses the water. It's called Hawaiian blue water, or something like that.
That's
fun.
That's awesome. I believe that I put my I put the like energy of the alien head baby and Farilla into my water bottle, and I'm blessed by the Farilla monster.
What's a Farilla?
Farilla, yo.
What?
That's another episode.
Okay. I have no idea. All right.
Farilla. That's what we are. We're here. We're being Farilla with each other.
Y'all, I don't know if you know what he's saying. It's like he's speaking another language. Farilla. Whatever.
Okay.
Plates and cutlery.
Those things are. They make disposable versions.
They
of
do.
those.
I have been to houses where that's what they use is disposable, and even if it's
At
compostable, come on, people. Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Yes, sometimes for a picnic, I understand it's easier than actually washing dishes, but you're also just making piles upon piles of waste. Carry a fork with you, even, didn't that?
Yeah, I carry a fork. I have a fork in my backpack. A nice fork in my backpack.
Well,
Pretty sure it's right here.
We're losing Mark.
Anyway, I got my backpack here, and look, I have a Ziploc bag because I had a snack in it like 5 months ago. I still have the Ziploc bag in my bag in case I need a Ziploc bag for something. But what else do I have? I have a fork.
It's a nice silver fork.
Yeah, it's silver because I prefer eating out of real silver. I'm not a big stainless.
We got this at the Nashville flea market for like 25 cents a fork.
Was it that cheap? I thought they were $1.
Maybe it was $1.
I don't know. Whatever. It was pocket change is what it cost. Great.
$1 is not pocket change, but still.
Well, depends on how much change. Let me see. We're gonna count.
See, this is what happens when we don't edit the videos and we just go live.
This is all the stuff that you guys miss normally. You're right. $1 not pocket change. 33 cents is pocket change.
Can't edit this bullshit out now.
No. Can't edit it out.
Hang on, I'll be right
Stuck
back.
with me. What else is on the list? I mean, smoothly, flawlessly flowing into the next subject. But
gosh. All right.
Do you want to wash your hands?
Nope, just kidding. So, how many of you have a soft soap container in your bathroom looking fancy? We love you too, Lena. You're our favorite. Not everyone here is our favorite, but Lena, come on.
Lena, we love.
Hello, clown.
Yeah, but yeah, this is awesome. It's a mason jar and with a little pumpy lid, and we have a giant thing of soap, and we just refill it. And it's awesome. It's like smells like lavender.
And you look fancy because you have a real soap dispenser. They're cheap, you know. So
same thing. You can do the same thing in the kitchen with dish soap. You buy the like 25-gallon jug of dish soap from giant mega warehouse.
Not that big.
Like half gallon or whatever.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, or spray bottles. Like just buy a gallon of vinegar.
Yeah, there you go. I like using oil pourers for dish soap in the kitchen if you don't have one of those pumps.
Oh yeah, like a bar top pourer thing.
Yeah, you just put that in a glass bottle and you can pour it. It looks super fancy.
Way classier to have a pretty glass bottle than to have a like squeezy bottle of whatever graphic advertisement.
And we are all about being classy, clearly.
Classy people. I mean, I'm pretty much, if you see me advertising anything, it's because I'm actually like way into that thing. If I'm gonna have a brand, for example, Dirty Bird Camp Out.
Dirty Bird East coming up hot in February.
It's gonna be super fun. Florida.
Go to Florida. It's where we met. Awesome. Look out, you might meet a weird clown. Totally. Can't get rid of.
It's true. I know I did. I met a weird clown I can't get rid of, nor do I want to. What's next on our list?
Weirdo.
Weirdo? I didn't see
yes,
Weirdo
we are classy with the glassy. That's right. We need her to be writing our scripts.
Totally.
We make one. Balls. We're talking about balls next.
We are talking about balls. Balls!
Big old little wool balls. Actually, these are sheep's wool balls.
Those are not sheep. They're not sheep balls. they're lamb's wool balls.
Yeah, because
they are spheres of lamb's wool. These were
like solid kind of. They are about the size of a
they're great.
baseball. He had them in his house first. I got some, told all my friends. They're amazing. Instead of using lint sheets or those dryer sheets that make everything covered in weirdness and are totally one use only, you keep these in your dryer and they beat things up to soften them, and then also the static comes out with the wool.
They're great. Thank you, Sarah Van Dyke, because I got these from because Sarah Van Dyke got them for me because so that's why they were at my house. It wasn't because I'm a genius. It's because Sarah Van Dyke is a genius.
Sounds more accurate. You can also put essential oils on these so that you can still have flavored. Oh, geez, showing off. He's a much better clown than me. So you can have flavored balls, scented balls. I don't know. Scented balls. I just
ball flavor. You can have ball flavored laundry.
Yeah.
I
have learned though, if you put essential oils on your balls, it burns. Just kidding. You should use dry jeans or towels or something a little heavier first, because sometimes you can get little oil spots on any sort of like cotton until it's actually absorbed in after one.
If you
put
rub. Oil on your balls, you don't want to get it all over your clothes.
Go through one cycle first.
Yes. Also, regular dryer sheets are disgusting. I mean, they're like, maybe not all of them, but that like weird, like they're like this weird, they're like a plastic fabric stuff, and then they're infused with all these crazy chemicals.
It's a little weird. It's hard on your skin.
It's weird. I don't do well with them.
One use only. We don't want to make them itchy.
With soft balls.
I feel like they're medium. Wait. This is why we don't juggle.
This is I'm an okay juggler. Anyways, all right. This is also why we normally record live.
Yes, 100%. We skipped one because whatever. Last on the agenda is mason jars.
Those are next on the agenda.
They were like last on the agenda, but we're going back to what we forgot.
Yeah, so, we still have more.
Jars.
Mason jars are awesome. We use mason jars for everything, actually. They're great. They're maybe not everything, but pretty much anything you could use a jar for, we use them for. They're great. And I would like to point out, if you live in a house where you have things in bags, then what happens is those things are in the bags and then they're on the shelf, and it just becomes a mess. If you have them like this display is lovely.
Also,
a lovely display. Like, basically,
not a Pinterest fail.
This is a Pinterest success. I didn't see this. I think
I didn't see it on Pinterest.
Pinterest saw this at our house.
They did.
And they were like,
she's such a copycat.
Yeah, actually, probably not my grandma. Your grandma was right.
Yeah.
And this also, a mouse is not going to get into that.
Or like bugs.
Or bugs aren't going to get into there.
Or your cats. Your
totally.
Assholes
or
like
the
ours.
nail that's like sticking out, or that funny little thing that's sticking out in your shelf that catches the bag, and then you get rice everywhere. No longer an issue with this thing. And you can see what everything is.
It does help. Keeps them fresher. And it's a reusable way. We'll give leftovers to people in a mason jar because we have a lot of mason jars. They're cheap. You get a pack of 12 for an amount of money that I didn't plan ahead.
Or if you're in a moonshine region, you can just buy a bottle of moonshine and it comes in a mason jar.
And then once you drink the moonshine and you're drunk off your ass, you can try to organize your kitchen. That works out great every time.
Almost every time. Also, I mean, you can also just, anytime you buy something in a jar, you can just soak the label off the jar. This is a jar from Whispering Creek, mushrooms, produce, and fermentations of like a kimchi thing that we got at the farmer's market, and we are still using this jar for stuff.
Yeah, it's great. It had some really delicious kimchi from these hippies that lived in the woods in Nashville. So memories.
I love the Leanie Bear comments. I would love Leanie Bear as a special guest.
I know. You're invited.
You're invited. Come over
guest
here.
Star.
We've got a guest room. You just come and stay.
Megan's
we'll film.
Too.
It'll be great.
Megan is definitely invited.
Oh, Megan is definitely invited.
All of you are invited to guest star. You can pick the topic.
Yeah, we love guest stars. Growlers. This growler is from Ojai Brew Pub, the best place in my memories. Also, yeah, Ojai is kind of smoky
Lainey
right
already
now.
has an idea. You're hired.
Yay! Yeah, growlers are great. You can, instead of throwing away a bunch of like empty bottles from beer, you can
Get a growler of beer.
And then
or kombucha.
Reuse it, or kombucha.
We make our own and we use growlers because I'm lazy and I hate bottling shit. So I found that it's way easier to just fill up a growler, let it second ferment in this, and then lo and behold, we have happy, easy kombucha in about a week.
Totally.
Easy peasy.
Yeah, those are great. I got that growler at the Ojai Brew Pub. You probably will not be getting a growler at the Ojai Brew Pub, but
Is it closed?
Yeah, they closed a while ago, but
We'll just rub it in.
but it was the best.
This is like
Those
the Mark and
of you
Alexa
that
or asshole show.
No, those of you that remember the
Can't
Brew
have
Pub
it.
know how awesome it was. Great, good place, but get it at your local place that's awesome that has growlers.
Yeah.
They're great.
Or the flea market, thrift stores.
Thrift
I've seen them
stores,
there for like $1. I saw them at a motorcycle swap meet for $1.
Yeah. So run right out to your local motorcycle swap meet. Look for us. We might be there. What else is on our list? This is handy. We've got a bunch of paper with a bunch of stuff written on it.
Except I can't read your handwriting, so.
Bugs.
Bugs. All right, bugs. Make sure you reuse your bugs.
No, bags. I think it's
Oh,
bags.
gosh. Okay. Bags. I'm bad about forgetting them. We're not minimalists where we have like a perfect
So
house that looks all cool. We leave shit by the front door because otherwise we would never remember our shopping bags. So hide them in your trunk.
Simple, natural.
Green.
Grandpas. We have so many. Look at
Showing
this
them
one.
off.
These are great.
Look at our bag.
Oh yeah, look at
Here.
this one. 1%. High love companies. Yeah, for all you 1%er shoppers out there.
Pretty sure this
You're
one's
like-
just ones.
Oh, sorry, Jasmine. Love you. But it's from Lightning a Bottle. It's really cool. We have it.
Big ones. Baskets. Great. They work out fabulously. You don't have to clean up right now. We're in the middle of this. Come on, focus.
Yeah. All right. I'm cleaning up. See, this is what happens. I like to throw things over my shoulder, but then I'm always like,
I
I
see.
better go pick that up.
It makes the motion like way less cool when you chase it down. But
I'm a pretty cool guy.
all right, you weirdo. So one thing that we have, this is our closing thing that we have not decided if this is actually better or worse, are ebooks. I love books. We have so many
I
books
love
over
books.
there. I
love books
am
right
on a
there.
screen all day, but I love ebooks too. Okay, that's
Books.
actually a real book. That's not a reading book. But
It's a real book. I love real books. Analog. I'm an analog guy.
I'm actually sitting on a giant dictionary right now to be as tall as him in my seat, like a little kid. But, I mean, there's a difference between do you have a device and sketchbook and read things on here. You can have all the books in the world, great for travel, or have paper books that you can hand to someone. I don't know. That's kind of the debate. I'm interested to hear what you guys think.
Yeah, what do you guys think?
Because we're kind of like, I don't
What's
know,
better?
does this count?
I personally like real books, and I would never throw away a book.
You don't throw them away. You either like light them on fire or give them to someone.
Totally,
I
I've
don't
done
burn
both of
them.
those things. Well, I've occasionally burned, but I don't burn books like all at once. You just burn them a little bit.
I don't get it. Is this a joke? Like
no,
one of your
no,
bad
like,
jokes?
fire books, like for when you're like a stage circus performing fire person, and you need to like do magic and have fire come out of a book.
All right. I don't know. We're still undecided. The debate earlier today when we were saying should we include this or should we not was that you have to have some sort of like child slave labor make most of these devices. Although for me, I have one anyways. So it makes sense to have some ebooks. So when I travel, I'm not carrying 5 different books in my suitcase.
I have so many books in my backpack and my suitcase at any given moment. They're very heavy. Yeah, but I like to read.
When you sit still.
I don't sit still that much, but let's see. People are starting to use books instead of
Ooh.
cards for birthdays and anniversaries. I love that idea.
You like write a little message in the front, I guess? I would be so into that.
I love that. I
That
have
makes me so happy.
some books floating around here that were inscribed in the front. I love that. I like that.
But then you won't give them away because you get sentimentally attached.
Oh no, I will give them away, and they're even better.
All right.
Yeah, re-gifting is like the best.
Top of the list. Top of the list. Hey, we did it under 30 minutes. We rambled. We didn't even edit out all the parts of you picking your nose and like wandering around and getting distracted.
Totally. We didn't. So is that it? Are we done? I'm already missing Leanie and Megan.
No. And whoever those other two people that are watching that aren't identifying themselves.
Yeah, who else is out there?
I don't know. It's a secret.
Secret friends. Hi, secret friends.
They might be private. I respect your privacy.
Throwing away cards.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
I know. I do too. I'm like, I actually have probably a bunch of cards. Like,
we have a card
stashed
framed in our
around.
kitchen because it's a rainbow catacorn. And like, how do you not frame that? It's glittery. It's a rainbow. It's a cat. It's a unicorn.
I really like those cards for greeting cards that have seeds in the paper, and then you can plant them in the garden.
So then you're like, I'm not just throwing this away. I'm sticking it in the dirt.
Yeah.
Sure.
Super awesome. Anyway,
I think we should wrap this up because
gonna-
we at this point are completely out of topics. You could just make them up, but that's how these things go downhill.
We're wrapping up.
fast.
I would like to send out a bunch of love to my hometown because it's on fire at the moment. It's pretty intense over there in Ojai. Ventura is burning. So yeah, we have a guest room. If any of you guys
You just escape.
need to escape,
Come
give
here.
me a call. You got
Come
my
see
number.
us. It's really cold here. It's 35 degrees today. I don't even know how to deal with that.
Yes, it's not Southern California. I don't know how we ended up doing this, but we like it here. Anyways, yeah, I love you guys, and my thoughts, and prayers, and good wishes and everything are with my hometown, and
We miss you, humans.
we love you, we miss you.
Come
Have fun.
guest star with us.
Tune in next week. Come guest star. Send us our things. Send us your comments, and that's it. I'm Mark Highlove,
And I'm Alexa Round
and this is Healthy Habits
with Mark and Alexa.
with Mark and Alexa. Bye.
Bye, guys. How do I end that?